Hello. Greetings, fellow painters. I'm Tom, and I'm back as your host on this painting journey. Today, we're painting Harry French Park. It's really just outside my flat here in the UK. There's some flat stones facing a really sturdy stone bench. Stones are only flat on the sides that are facing the bench, and there's three of them, but not set in a triangle. It's more set in a square with stone missing, which does make a triangle, but it was supposed to be a square and somebody moved that fourth stone out. But this image painting has been in my mind quite some time. It's one of those things I want to remember and I want to have kind of thing, so I knew I had to paint it. Painting would be a lot better than a picture. It's just something you have, and I had the opportunity, so here we are. During this painting, though, reminds me of a story I learned long ago, and I'll share it with you. It's not my own story. It's a old Buddhist tale, and I'll use the translated version from Paul Reps. It's titled "The Tiger and the Strawberry." A man traveling across a field encountered a tiger. He fled. The tiger after him. Coming to a precipice, he caught hold of a root, a wild vine, and swung himself down over the edge. The tiger sniffed at him from above. Trembling, the man looked down to where, far below, another tiger was waiting to eat him. Only the vine sustained him. Two mice, one white, one black, little by little, started to gnaw away at the vine. The man saw a luscious strawberry near. Grasping the vine with one hand, he plucked the strawberry from the other. How sweet it tasted. The end. That's the story. And some of you may be wondering, what does it mean? How does it end? Does he die? Do the mice become magical, start talking to him? Does it have a happy ending? No. Sadly, no to all that. It ended on a happy moment, on that moment, on purpose. All the moments after that are not happy. There's no Disneyfication to this story. There's no magic. It's a real story, real consequences, which are out of control of the protagonist. The mice don't come alive, don't start talking to him, don't save him. The tigers don't run away. After the story, we all know what happens. Our protagonist falls to his death to a tiger below and is mauled and eaten. It's terrible, to be sure, but it's real and you know what happens, but that's the story. This is a koan, an old Buddhist parable to have the student think. There's no real answers to any of the questions or stories, just the information provided that the student would have to internalize. And what I've learned from all of this over the years is that everyone's experience with this is always different. There are many factors involved with each one, so many factors. Each student, upon how they came into learning of this practice, how they became cognizant of these teachings. There's no two outcomes that could ever be predicted. The main goal is enlightenment, little by little, piece by piece. Meditation is one of the key components to this lifestyle. I found most people meditate in different ways. Some fall asleep during meditation, mostly due to being overworked and overtired. And I pity them more than anything. Wish they would get enough rest, so that way when they do attempt to meditate, they can actually enjoy it, harness it, and use it for the tool that it is. I myself find painting to be quite meditating for me. It allows me a sense of inner calm and reflection as I take in the sights before me and attempt to paint to my best of my ability. I'm not really a good Buddhist, I'm quite a bad Buddhist, but I'm working on it. It's a daily struggle. I continue to improve on my painting as well in this daily struggle as my life as well. It's not just for the show, but as it goes on. So I encourage you, I do, find that meditative headspace you're looking for. If you're overworked and overtired, find a way to remedy that first. before it starts doing some long-term damage to your psyche, your life, your family, your relationships, everything, your world. If you do have a non-traditional meditative practice and you'd like to share, please do so writing in the comments. Myself and others would like to learn from you, and others. It'd be wonderful. Please share. Just write it down. We may try them. And if it helps us, we have you to thank. And you just might inspire someone yourself. Now, on to the painting at hand. The weather at this time of the day was phenomenal. Unlike the last couple episodes, which, if you up there, click the link, we'll talk about the weather. Today, not so much. But the sunshine allowed me to play a lot around the lights and darks. The grass around the park in particular, the shadows of the trees, the shade dominated the view as definite shapes to consider, as well as the depth of the shadows based on the direct light and the obscured light or bounced, diffused light. The building as a backdrop offered color balance and weight to the painting, helping frame where I was going with the painting. It also darkened the top of the painting because of the trees. Now, let's talk the darker areas, the less detail you had to worry about. So the canopy thins out towards the bottom, and you can see some light peek through the leaves and brighten them up. And the bottom was a little spectacular. The important piece is that being the bench and two of the stones. The third one's just out of view. I kept the shapes untouched and knew there was a lot of texture upon the stones, even for the flat surfaces. But again, we're painting things like rocks, we're painting shapes. And when the shape looks as close to the object you see in real life, you're getting there. Proportionally and light-wise especially, the light is going to help you pick out the details in your eyes of what you're looking at, so you should definitely include this as you progress. And you're going to push the paint into these shapes. The trees and windows aren't crucial to the painting other than framing it, giving you the place of identity of where it is, because this is help letting you know where it is. It gives you a frame of reference, gives you size, gives you distance, helps put it in a place that it's not quite a 2D image, but more of a 3D window. That illusion is what every artist is really trying to go for in this type of painting, this type of impressionism. You can spend more time on the details of the pieces that matter, which is where the light is. And that's your actual subject of the piece. And that's where the art is. That's where you're going to be looking. Everything else is going to have your eyes move to it, move to the shape that you want to be the subject, your focus of your painting. And as I continue to make each painting better, as well as each episode, I'm happy you've joined me on this adventure. This isn't easy. Just like many things in life, it really isn't a guide. You kind of got to figure it out as your own, and there's people like me and many other YouTube channels and video vlog makers. That was redundant, I apologize. But that are putting out these series of educational, informative, or entertaining videos that hopefully teach you something and get you moving forward in enjoying life, because that's what it's about, is enjoying life, the pursuit of happiness. And if this has, please let me know in the comments as well. I do read them. It'd be wonderful. It does help. And as we close this up, I just want you to know this is the Harry French Park. I'm titling this The Bench. I do hope you enjoyed. Tune in next time. We go someplace new to paint. Plan on bringing you along our next adventure. So don't miss out. Smash that bell, turn on notifications so you'll be alerted to all our upcoming content. And a huge thank you to those that have already liked and subscribed. So keep up to date on all my adventures. I hope you have a good day. Happy painting. Bye.